Okay, Pisces, this is really interesting. Your underlying energy is the Hanged Man. So this is a very stagnant time for you. A lot of looking at things from a different perspective, and it has a lot to do with some news that came in, rumors, action that was taken. But I feel like ultimately it's about your inspiration, what's exciting, what's really passionate to you, what's worth passion, what's worth your energy and your time. And that's why you have to look into what it is about the situation that's, that needs a different perspective, a different way of looking at things. Now, for your current state of being, you guys have the Star. So you guys are really wanting to reach for the stars right now. I feel like you guys are, your situation is requiring hope. So for a lot of you guys, either you guys have hope or you guys are really finding that having hope is very difficult right now. Especially when you feel like your dreams are hard to reach. It could be that your situation is very hard to see a potential to happen, but at the same time, I feel like you guys are dreaming, you guys are wishing, and you guys are manifesting right now. So that's a good sign. Now for your goal, you guys have the Tower. I think you guys want some change, something to happen, because this is boring, right? The Hanged Man is your underlying energy. It's like, oh my god, come on. I think some things were starting to pick up. Things are getting a little interesting, and then stop, right? Just like full stop. So yeah, hell yeah, you want some change to happen, something to really spark something, get something going, because there's nothing happening. Things are very stagnant, things are very boring, nothing's happening. But you're having to see something from a specific perspective, and it has a lot to do with your confidence. The reason why things are not happening, the reason why things are pretty stagnant right now and there's no change of any sort is because it's requiring you to remain vigilant and remain strong in a situation, to trust that you have the confidence to overcome a difficult situation. Right now, you don't have that. Right now, you don't have confidence in yourself to push you through to the other side, okay? And it has a lot to do with a burden that you had overcome, that you had to release, a burden that you had to carry on your own. It's a burden that you had of your own volition, I think. But I think, honestly, that you carried it, and it's something that you have a lot of pride in. However, it just feels like you don't have a lot of confidence in yourself, even after you've done so much work, even though you've had so much of a burden. So right now, the different perspective that's necessary has a lot to do with your confidence. Now, the advice here is the Four of Wands. You need to celebrate how far you've come. I think, honestly, with the Ten of Wands here, you've carried a boatload. And because that boatload was so daunting, I feel it had a lot of knock on your confidence. But this shouldn't have knocked your confidence down. Whatever the burden was, it's gone. But it still left you. It still leaves you feeling a bit empty. Not very confident, not very strong, and not very. You don't really trust that you are strong enough to handle any situations. But you have come so far. You've actually leveled up somehow, and especially after releasing the Ten of Wands, hell yeah, you are not the same person. But ultimately, you've moved up in a level of stability in yourself. You have, reached a place of celebration here because you've done so much work. You've gotten to a place where you've built the table. Now you can start building off of something else. You could build a business. Once you build the table, you can start working off of there, right? It's always about what happens first, the work that's necessary first. And I think you did that. But right now it's saying to celebrate, to acknowledge the success, to acknowledge the work that you put in, acknowledge how far you've come, because you deserve the celebration. You deserve to give yourself at least a pat on the back for the work that you put in. Okay, now how you're feeling is the Six of Swords. You're going through a transition right now. You're kind of going from one end of the spectrum to the next, where you're leaving behind what was comfortable but no longer was working, to a place of more prosperity, but something completely unfamiliar. And I know it can be very rocky and uncomfortable, but one of the things here is that you are different. You are changing how you feel about things. You are changing how you approach things and how you feel about certain things that you do, especially with the Ten of Wands that you had just put down. So that's a really good sign, I feel like honestly, the transition is necessary, but it's one that's going to need to change about how you feel about yourself and the value that you have about yourself. I mean, if you don't feel like you are powerful and strong enough in your own right, then there is a little bit that needs to be put into this transition, right? There's still steps to go. The hangman needs to stay. So, to get rid of the hangman, right? To get the hangman to just, bite, I feel like right now is to really see the progress that you've made. Look at the progress that you've made. Look at how far you've come. Look how much you've changed. Look at how stable you are now. Look at how way more balanced you are and way more prepared to expand. What are you wanting to expand onto next, even? Because right now it's like, okay, you've done part 1 of this project. What's part 2? What do you need to do get done with this next project here? And do you have the confidence to go ahead and make it happen? I feel like you do, but you just don't have the confidence to make it happen. You're like, okay, I did all this work and I felt like crap doing this. Honestly, I was super exhausted. And yes, I have a lot of pride in this because this was my baby. This is my work and everything like that. Relationship-wise, you put a lot of effort into it and, you made it happen. You made it work. It was a lot to deal with, but you did it. I don't know if I have the confidence to do this again. I think that's what it's looking like. Your host of fears is the Nine of Pentacles. So you want to be independent. You want to feel strong. You want to feel confident that you can handle the workload. You want to reap the benefits of the hard work that you put in, and be surrounded by this because you put so much work into it in the first place. But you have to do the work first, right? And you have to recognize that, hey, it's going to take a lot out of me, and I am worth that trouble. You are worth the trouble. You are strong enough to prevail, to push through the difficult work that comes your way. You want to feel very stable within yourself, and you want to feel very confident in yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. But you have to appreciate how far you've come first, right? You can be the Nine of Pentacles now, but you don't see it. And that's why the Hangman is here. Now for your outcome, you have the Magician. The Magician is all about finding your confidence, finding that ability within yourself, the free will, the preparation, the readiness in yourself to manifest whatever you want. But ultimately, it's being very confident in who you are and what you're capable of doing. And I feel like that it's only a matter of time. Change will happen when you see how far you've come and see who you are now, despite all the burdens that you put yourself through, the burdens that you've been through already. So, Pisces, why don't you believe in yourself? You've already put in so much work. Go ahead and take that look at your romance angels. And the romance angels for you guys is retreat. I agree with this. Time to disconnect from the world. Treat yourself right now. Honestly, treat yourself. If you don't feel like you are deserved, like if you have confidence issues in regards to what you've done, take yourself out on a date. Show yourself some love and some compassion, because right now I'm not seeing any compassion from you. No compassion from you for yourself. What about your inner child? What does your inner child want? Have you been at least giving that a reward? Show yourself some love right now. Really show yourself some love. Because you've been through something very, very difficult. You've put yourself through some difficult tests. And you've made it through. It's a burden. Definitely. But if you're not celebrating and you're just punishing yourself, saying, I need to do more, I need to do this, I need to do that. I don't have this, I don't have that yet, so I cannot be confident, I can't be happy with myself. No. You've done so much, Pisces. You have to give yourself some love for how much you put in the work so far. Yes, this is not the end game. This is not the end. No way. No, not at all. It's not where you stop. But this is also not where you just keep pushing through despite how much you put yourself through. You still went through a lot. You still deserve to celebrate. So celebrate. Give yourself love. Give yourself some compassion. Don't work yourself to death. just because you haven't seen the results that you're looking for. Whispers of love. Let's go ahead and see what the Whispers of Love has to say about this. Ooh, be supportive. I agree with this. Be supportive. And this says, make a genuine effort to show you care. Show that you care about yourself here, okay? Pisces, you're not showing that you care about yourself. Now, this burden could be like totally something that could have been like flip side, right? You've been through a lot, right? The Ten of Wands. This could have been even like things that you may have had to clean up of your own, right? But that's still work. You still have to give yourself compassion and forgive yourself, right? Forgive yourself, work with yourself, do all the things that you need to do, right? If you feel guilty about something, don't punish yourself by not celebrating for even moving on and moving forward from it. Show yourself compassion. Show yourself that, hey, you understand what's happened. You understand what you went through. It's okay. Love on yourself. We can work through this. We can work past this. We can make a better future. But you have to recognize first that you are worthy of somebody that's, to not celebrate, but at least show compassion. You need to be more supportive to yourself, Pisces, before you can get out of this hangman energy. You want change to happen so badly. You want things to be different, but you're not even giving yourself love. So why would anything want to change? Why would anything come to you if you don't even show yourself kindness? You don't even support yourself right now. So Pisces, big homework for you for the next week and a half. Really focus on supporting yourself and loving yourself to the T. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so, don't beat yourself up, and definitely don't not treat yourself for the hard work that you put yourself through, that you put so much work in. Support yourself, love yourself, because the only people that are going to give a crap about you is you, Pisces. And I say that with every sign, everyone. No one is going to love you more than yourself, and no one's going to hate you more than yourself. So I would really suggest that you love yourself, because the whole world can hate you. The whole world can disrespect you. The whole world can treat you like crap. But it's only you that's going to see who you are, see your true value, and still love you for who you are. Okay, Pisces. I love you very much, guys. And I really hope this reading helped. I know it was very fast, very short, but it was very clear and very apparent. And I really like readings like that. So I hope that you guys are able to take from this what you will, and really work with yourselves and be more supportive with yourselves, and really love on yourselves and take some time out to really treat yourself. Even if it was something that wasn't that great, maybe you guys had messed something up, but at least acknowledge that you understood the circumstance, you respect, you did the best that you could at the time, and you are ready to kind of take on the next step.